Okay, we're just gonna start. Methinks. Oh, I forgot the fucking. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie. My bad. would probably help if I actually had the, you know, that, that might help. Uh-oh, what happened? I can't even see what's going on. Uh-oh. Oh, so it's just gonna break. Cool. Okay. Well, what's a stream without a little scuff, I guess. That's not what I wanted. Uh-oh. Ah. Ah. Come on, man. Okay. Whatever. I'm not gonna fight with it today. I guess I'm just see-through now. What the f- Why did it have to break? Green? Magenta? Uh, I'm goth now, I guess. I don't know why it broke. I really couldn't tell you. I don't... I really, 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 really hate PNG Tuber Maker. I don't know why it broke. I really couldn't tell you. It it just breaks because it wants to, I guess. I'm gonna have to sit here and fuck with it for like a good while. So we're just gonna sit here and mess with it for a while. No. That is, I'm making horror scenes today. Frick. Screen color? Did I don't know what I did. Why why did you break? Why did it break? Why is it like this? Man, I I hate OBS. I hate it. Buh, 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 buh. I don't know what I fucking did. I opened stream. I whatever. I literally can't fix it. I'm trying so hard. Why do I gotta have scuff? The second I touch this thing. This is awful. Awful! OBS sucks. I can't even find what color code this is either. Like, can I just... You know, I have an idea. Maybe... Hi, maybe? Oh, never mind. My computer is just determined to make me suffer again. Constantly, always, forever. Not fair. What fucking color is this? Can I, can I please just have my screen be normal? There we go. Finally. That was a nightmare. Finally fixed it though. We're good. We good. We good. Well, now that I got that nightmare out of the way, I don't know what to talk about. Or, I mean, I'd like to talk about something if my computer would stop dying for 2 seconds. Kind of has some silly background music on too, but every time I open Twitch, Google just decides to die. Every time I open it. It's, I don't know what's going on. I don't, why does Google break when OBS is on? I don't know what's going on. And, whoop. Not like it really mattered, I guess. I'm, I'm bawling. What kind of bawling? Only time will tell. For like 2 days, my computer's been fighting me on everything I do. Everything. Oh my god, Twitch changed their mobile app. It's disgusting. I hate it. But I got YouTube to work. So, alright, let's see. Hmm. You know what? Let's try this one. Can you hear it? Is it too loud? I'm gonna have to turn it down a little bit. A little more. Bam. Now I've got silly background music to chit and chat to. No, for real. Why am I get rewards for purchasing something? Twitch. This is my channel. I looked down at my phone for like the oh wait, I just realized my wait, hang on, I have an idea. Got so many things on here. Alright. Hear me out. Hear me out, hear me out. There we go. Hang on. We got it. There we go. Now I'm sitting in the chair. Galaxy brain idea. So, tell me about your day. This is a great idea. My little noodle arms. She's got arms. I have an idea. Ah! That's not what I wanted. Idea backfired. We're all good. Well, good morning slash afternoon. Get Google search jump scared. I guess I had the perfect timing then, huh? I was actually playing VR chat earlier, and I was trying to find a single word. I was trying to find a single world where there wasn't anything like sexual or there weren't any like aggressively annoying children. And I kid you not, for like an hour, I could not find one. But I did find out that I can link my own streams into the world and have them just play. So I just decided to like, because I can't find any safe for work worlds, I went around for like 20 minutes looking for worlds you could put a YouTube video in and would just link my stream. And then I would leave and people were just like, oh, what's this? Furriest marketing of my life. I can't believe it worked too. Alright, let's see if this works. Okay, let's see. It didn't work. It didn't work. I think that honestly just makes it kind of funnier. Hang on. There we go. I got some tea to chat with. Easy peasy. Exactly. What's funny is the image file was actually mug with transparent background .png. That's the name of the file because I didn't even want to bother renaming it. It's fine. You can't even see the totally transparent background. Well, if you wanted scuff. Oh wait, I just realized. Um, my hair shading's gone. Cringe. I spent like 2 hours on the hair. Damn it. I don't want to fight with it again. Oh shoot, you're right. Hang on. Okay, let's see if this works. And then I can just throw them in the garbage can after, I guess. There we go! The Shutterstock table! What if I just... Oh, that just gets rid of the entire image. Okay. Here we go. My Shutterstock table. Perfect. And then, okay. Oh, let's see. Dang, that's not gonna work. That's fine. This is already comedic enough. this is a vibe. You know, we're almost dying today. Today's been a pretty good day. It's been a day. Right. I went to bed at 4 a.m. last night because why not? And I got like woken up at 6 a.m. to like my dad screaming about something. Something, my brother missed the bus. And I'm like, oh fuck. And then my brain's like, well, I got 2 hours of sleep, that's plenty. And it was, I guess. Sleeps for the week. I was about to say I grow corn in my yard. I don't. Maybe I should. I mean, I live in the optimal climate for growing corn. So, I mean, I totally could grow corn in my front yard. I missed the month for frying eggs on the sidewalk, but it's still the perfect lever. It's the perfect weather for growing corn in my yard and baking cookies with my car. I have actually done that though. I have actually made cookies in my car. Cause where it gets up to like, oh, what was the record this season? I think this time it was 120 was the highest. I'd actually have to Google that and look. No, I'm gonna look. What was the hottest temperature this summer? Hmm. It was this summer. NASA was like, y'all gonna die. Because it was, it was the first summer in like years that we hit an average of 113 for the entire summer. Like, it was so hot, the average temperature was 113. It was wild. usually fluctuates, but it's usually about like 100 to 105 on average every day. Sometimes we'll get lucky and we'll get like 102. And those are spring temperatures. I live in a desert, so the coldest, we can sometimes hit negatives in the southern part. Where I live is weird. If you go north, it's like forests and snow and normal everyday weather. But like if you go down south where I'm at, you get dry. Dry. Like I remember on the news someone was like, the saguaros are wilting. It's so hot. And I'm just like, do they not normally wilt? I'm pretty sure I've seen them just like dying before. But now I can officially say I've lived through two of my state's record-breaking moments. Because I moved up north where I'm at, because I'm in the States for like a year. First time moving out on my own. Put on my big girl pants, like, I got this. And I kid you not, within my first year where I lived, got hit with record-breaking snowfall of 15 plus feet total in a month. And I was like, are you kidding me? And so I came back south, because fuck the cold, and now I'm living through the hottest summer on record. I hit both ends of the spectrum. I don't know how I did it. But I can't find anything on it. Like, I need to find the, dude, I know. I actually lost 2 jobs because of that, like, record snowfall. I was pissed. Because it was, like, the first job, my car got frozen to the ground. The car I had was this low, like, 4 inches off the ground. I was just like, there's no way. You're not missing it, missing much. It's cold. Oh. I'm gonna... Why can't I... Huh. Now my computer's not letting me delete images. That's cursed. I lost my train of thought. Smells just like me. Ah, now I remember. I did it. I remembered. I remember. Lost my train of thought. But it was like my car got frozen solid, stuck to the ground in ice. Like, it was bad. I literally was like talking to my boss and I'm like, hey, I can't come to work till the ice melts. Or unless there's a spot closer I can go to. And my boss was like, what do you mean? I was like, well, if you want to come over to my apartment, my car is literally frozen to the ground. We had ice that was higher up than my car was from the ground. And so I eventually just got laid off because I just literally could not make the 30 plus minute commute for work. And then I got another job like the week after, and I had the drive, and I was like, I don't know how you expect me to get there. And then like 2 days later, the ice melted, all of it, and I was like, how did this happen? And then it just kept snowing throughout April. Excuse trust me. Yeah. Because I lost the first job in February, and I got it again, the other one in February. And then I lost that job in April because the weather decided that it wasn't done with us yet. And like by the time I said fuck it and moved away from there, it was snowing into May. It sucked. And another bad thing about it was my roommate at the time would leave the heater on, and so it would get up to 90 degrees in the apartment, 90 Fahrenheit. And dude, I don't like having it be 32°C in the apartment. And she'd leave the window open. And it's just like, what are you doing? That is expensive. So it would be 15 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 10 degrees Celsius outside, and then it'd be 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Celsius inside the apartment. I'm just like, there is no need for this. I'm not paying for this shit. It was so bad, man. But it all works out in the end. Because now I'm a frog. Don't question the chain of events that led to a frog being able to drive. I couldn't tell you myself. TLDR, snow sucks, and I never want to experience it again. But I know I'm gonna have to. You've got to buy like a special scraper for your car for it too. And they're always like 20 bucks, and you're just like, what the fuck? I ordered one on Amazon because I literally couldn't leave my apartment. And the snow was so bad, it was delayed by 2 weeks. Prime shipping, 2-week delivery. And it's like, you can't even eat the, like, snow that's on the ground. Because, like, after an hour, technically that top coat of snow ain't good anymore. I remember, like, coming home from working, like, a long bullshit shift, and it being, like, scorching in the apartment. And it was too cold for bugs to be alive, so I just kicked the door open. I hated that apartment so much. I'm never going there again. I actually got offered to go back up to that place where I lived for like a wedding, and I said, I'm gonna be real with you. No. It's not even like my friends, like my dad's friend. And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate it there. It's really funny because my cousin just actually moved up there. He's like, I'm moving out. I'm going up there. And I'm like, oh my god, good luck. Because where I moved to was also a college town. It had one of the biggest colleges in my state. And I kid you not, the apartments that were next to the college were cheap because they were right next to the fire station. So every 5 minutes, I'm not even kidding, you'd hear a fire truck. 5 minutes. The longest I went between hearing one was like 2 hours. Even in the middle of the night. Because these dumbasses they'd party. They would just party all night and do the silly stuff, and then yeah, no, for real. Gotta buy the ice scraper and beat the shit out of your windshield with it and pray you don't break the windshield. And then you gotta sit there in your car for like 20 minutes, wasting your gas so your engine can be like, oh, okay, I'm awake now. And then you've gotta like rev your engine and move your car so it goes over the little blip of ice it's in. Oh, dude. And then when it melts, of course it becomes cold at night, so it all just freezes. And then you gotta like rip your car door open. And you get like this lovely sheet of ice. And then your hands are all cold. and then you gotta like pick the ice off your windshield wipers. Oh my god, my poor windshield. The first time I did that without like picking it off. I was like, I should just turn the wipers on. It'll just get rid of the snow. Unholy sounds, I tell you, dude. And the parking lot was empty, so it echoed all through the parking lot. Oh my god. And this was at like 9 in the morning. I was so embarrassed. Dude, I you can't make me leave my little dust bubble city. I won't do it. You can't make me. The only thing I would change is maybe letting it rain because where I'm at, it's so hot that clouds can't even form because desert. They form in the winter because we it gets to like 75 in the winter, which is awesome. And there's no snow, and there's sometimes, very rarely, still rain. It's the best part. Though we were supposed to get actual rain this month because it's technically monsoon season here, but all we've gotten are these stupid dust storms with stupid lightning that knocks out my internet. That's not rain. That's bullshit. Dude. It like I every night I go outside to have some like devil's lettuce sometimes because it's also legal here, and I just look up and there's like 6 colors of lightning, and the air tastes like dust, and I'm just like, well, this is fine, dude. I couldn't handle living on an island, especially if it's like humid. Oh man. The most humidity I'm willing to tolerate is my once in like every 5 to 10 years visit to Florida to tell my grandma to stop being a crazy hoarder. That, cause dude, in Florida, it's you take a shower Wednesday and you're still wet by Tuesday. It's so bad. Is it humid where you are? Cause I don't know, man. Am I gonna have to like, if we ever meet up IRL, am I gonna have to bring like a hairdryer for like? I actually wish I brought one the last time I went to Florida. Ah! I got jump scared by a monster can. God, I Florida is so starkingly different depending on which part you're in. Same thing with our humidity. Like Miami compared to like Jacksonville and then compared to Orlando, they're all like completely different. It's like I stepped through a portal. I'm just what? Because my grandma lives in bumfuck nowhere, Florida. Like swamp as far as you can see. Like she was driving me to this middle of nowhere pizza place to grab a pizza, and I kid you not, I look out the window, there's a fucking gator just in the parking lot. And I'm just like, what is this? That is a gator. If it eats my grandma, do I get her rocks? I just like, that was the thought that went through my head for a second. And we literally went there because she was like, they have this incredible hamburger pizza. I was like, why am I eating a hamburger pizza in the middle of the jungle? What am I doing? I also saw a spider there as big as my face, and I was so afraid. I was like, there's no way. The funniest part about the spider thing too is that uh me, my grandma, and her like awkward divorced roommate all hate spiders. All of us, we don't like them. I've got like severe arachnophobia, and so does my grandma's weird roommate. She just doesn't like them, and she doesn't want to bother with them. If she sees them, she like refuses to touch them, and makes the roommate do it. It's so funny. But I don't know if I ever want to go back. If I'm being honest. Last time I went to go see my great grandma before she uh, graduated to censor it properly, I guess. And then, like, I can't be saying that. She graduated her soul from her body. Before she did that, I went to go visit. And my great grandparents used to live even more in the bumfuck boonies of the jungle than my grandma did. She was already in the middle of nowhere. So we would do like the 30 to an hour drive, like the 30-minute to an hour drive out there. There was one time it was raining bullets, like raindrops. I stuck my hand out at one, and like each one was like the size of my hand. These things are huge. I got tiny hands though, so that doesn't really count for much. And as we were driving, there's this dude just walking with like his shirt on his shoulders, no shirt on. And then I look to the other side of the road and there's another fucking alligator. Dude, I don't like Florida. I I think if I ever do go back, I'm probably honestly just gonna go to Orlando. Because I got a friend who lives there. I'm never going back to Miami. I hated Miami. It was really, really dry. And the first thing I did, because I went to go stay with a friend for a few days, the first thing that happened was their mom went into this Domino's parking lot. The parking lot was the size of the car we were driving. It was supposed to fit two people. That that's not a parking lot. That's a parking space. And I I can't handle Miami, bro. They're built different there. I I'll just tuck my when the sea levels rise and start swallowing up everything. Miami can go first. Like I agree that any part of California deserves to get sunken into the ocean, but Miami can go first. And so can the Keys. They can just like sink into the ocean. It'll be fine. I got like the hiccups. Yeah. What music is? What song is this? What's so familiar? I know it's like overtime. Huh. It sounds so familiar. Where did I hear this at? The like bump 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 bump. I got distracted with the music. What is that from? That's what it is. It's real. I need to watch more One Piece. I need to get caught up on it. I just finished Nami's arc, and that's when boy wanted to watch, so then we watched it, and then I just never picked it back up. So I think roughly 50 episodes in. I've got a long way to go on my way to eat the One Piece. I wonder, what does a One Piece even taste like? Hmm. I. Why was there a picture of Pokemon on my Twitch? What? Weird. Well. Hmm. I wonder. What's the opinion on Rice Krispie treats? I personally don't like them. I don't know why. They just taste weird, I guess. I don't know. I've never really liked them unless they're like covered in something. Like, my mom makes these peanut butter ones that are really good. I think it's just the marshmallows in them that I don't like. I'm gonna get burnt at the stake for saying that. Marshmallows are just cringe, man. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Mimic Era program expired in May and provided low income. That? Yike. I keep forgetting that was a thing. The pandemic. All I know from the pandemic is I got a free diploma. It's like, that whole mess is like a blur almost. The panic and everyone going like, oh my god. It just existed. There's so much. This is a big server. What the fuck? I keep getting distracted. Well, maybe it's a good thing because it's allowed me to yap for 50 minutes straight. I was gonna do like an art stream, but then I was like, do I really want to fight with OBS and my tablet? I've already fought with OBS 3 times today. I mean, I wish I could have like, I probably could do this, 2 separate installs of OBS. I don't know. Perchance I could. One day. I don't know. I don't know. Wow, that's a lot of widgets. There's a lot of widgets. Twitch is like, hey, you can network with other streamers, and the thumbnail for that like little clip they have is Pokemon. Why would I wanna? Mm, I don't know. I don't know. I've actually been noticed by Pokimane like once before. It was like I got tagged in this clip on Instagram when I was in high school where she was complaining about like letters and like other accents. And the out of context clip was she was complaining about the single letter that was used as my nickname. And all of my friends were like, yo, she's dissing you, she's dissing you. And I was just like, what is this? And so I just like, as a joke, I did a little like Instagram story as like, yo, Pokey said my name, as like a joke. And she actually reacted to the fucking clip, my little Instagram story. And I was just like, wait a minute. And then I got like 12 followers on Instagram. I was just like, what is this? I was just like, how the fuck did Pokemon complaining about a letter and get me 12 followers on Instagram? Easiest follows of my life, bro. It's funny. Ugh, ugh, my back. I also, I think I fucked up my Twitch widgets, so that's gonna be fun to figure out. So it's like, it's not telling me if someone follows or does anything. So I'm like, uh-oh. So, I'm sorry in advance. I'm watching. My eyeballs are on the chat, I promise. I'm also just smooth brain. Us frogs don't have many brain cells, I'm afraid, so we're a little stupid. little small brained. Ah, dang. The lo-fi bopping. Do, do, do. I lost my train of thought again. God damn it. Whoops. My bad. Oh. Uh. I'm gonna move the coffee cup. Or tea cup, whatever it is. There we go. Quality content. That, that actually reminds me, because I looked down and saw that OBS was actually recording, which, based. I got verified on YouTube, so that was something that's never happened before. So I can actually upload my VODs and link my Twitch in the description. I'm growing. I'm getting there. One little slimy foot in front of the other. Maybe I should, like, draw a frog form. A frog ear form, I should say. I don't know, we'll see. I, I legitimately just don't want to, like, touch my tablet. I think is the thing. I'm actually gonna take a screenshot of this stupidness that's the stream. This is gonna be the thumbnail. Ah! Ah! I'm so sorry! I got jump scared by the screenshot noise. Why is it so loud? Who would win? a frog in their eardrums or a silly computer noise. Ain't no way. But I actually got like verified on YouTube so fast when I did it. It was like I did the video and then like I think 2 hours later YouTube was like, "Congrats, you're a real person." I'm like, really? That was it? Because it's like the options it gave me was like, give my ID. No. View my face. Eh. Or like, wait 2 months. I don't want to wait 2 months. That's 2 whole months. You know what I could do with 2 months? Literally anything else. So, I mean, hey, getting verified in 2 hours is pretty based, I'm not gonna lie. The frog is learning how to use technology. I beat the system. I don't know how they looked at this face and was like, yeah, that's a human. Like, POV of this face is in your, little door peephole, asking you about, uh, asking if you want to go swimming. POV, I'm at your door. Trade offer. I receive, you swimming with me. You receive, your socks are a little more wet. I actually have a funny story about wet socks. Ironically enough. I feel like I can just, like, ramble and then a story pops out of nowhere at this point. But in high school, I was, like, just kind of whatever as a person, as a little frog in my frog school. And so I was walking up with my stupid bike with some friends, and I slipped off the curb and my foot landed in a puddle. My whole shoe got wet and stuff, right? And my friends were like, "Oh, your socks are all wet." And I kid you not, I looked at it, blinked a couple times, and just went on with my day. It legitimately didn't bother me. Wet socks don't bug me that much. And my friends are just like, "Hey, yo, wait, are you gonna take your shoe and sock off? Are you gonna let them dry?" I'm like, "No. It's just water." I took the shoe off, but like, it's just water. What's it gonna do? Oh no, my shoe's a little wet. Guess I gotta let it dry. I ended up just like tying my shoelaces to my backpack and just walking around with a wet sock. And like everywhere I went, there was a single footprint of just like wet sock. Well, I mean, yeah, I just walked around with one shoe on for like 3 hours. So like the first 3 to 4 classes, I was just had a shoe off on my backpack. And then like it had gotten to the point where I was just like, I really don't want to put my shoe back on. I don't know why I thought that. I was just like, I don't want to put it back on. And it wasn't until like sixth period, like 6 hour, where the teacher was like, you gotta put your shoe on. And I'm like, but why? I I'm not hurting nobody. I It was, and then I got told if I don't put my shoe on, they'll send me to the office because I guess it's a. They're like, your sock is a safety hazard. I put the shoe back on and I was kind of upset about it. I was mostly upset because I had to tie my shoe. I People are like, I don't like wet socks, and I'm just like, it's just water. And it's because my mom used to make me like mop the floors with my socks, and so because of that, I'm just built different. and don't care if my socks are wet. I also don't like tying my shoes, so I've just evolved to never tie them. I'll tie them super tight the very first time I put them on, and then I'll like stretch the little like tab thing a little bit so it like loosens, like the laces stretch, and I just slip my shoes on like slip-ons. And I kid you not, it is the greatest thing I've ever done in my life. every, every shoe is a slip-on shoe. There are some times where I have to like unpeel the heel part of the shoe that gets like stomped by my heel, but I just every shoe's a slip-on shoe. I've never had to worry about tying my shoes, and it's great. Who needs tying your shoes? Stupid loopy-loopin' pole bullshit. Nah. Just turn them into slip-ons. It's also helped me like keep laces a lot longer too, because I'm not like constantly untying and retying and wearing them out. The only downside to it though is that when you need the shoe untied, you're like fighting with it. There have been times where I like wanted to wash laces but couldn't because the knot had like fused itself together. And I was like, dang. Oh well. I don't need your dang shoe tying. And it's really funny. I did it with every shoe. The only shoe I couldn't do it with were these boots I had because they had like these metal loops that you had to loop them around. And I was like, this is my least favorite part of the shoe. just be built different. Just don't tie your shoes. Tie them once and be done. It just works so much easier for my stupid little smooth brain. You see, I'm just so dumb. I can't mentally handle tying my shoes. That's too much brain power, man. I can't do that. But it is all good. It also just lets me get out the door faster. I can just, like, earlier today, my friend had, like, jump scared me. Because I wasn't expecting him for, like, another hour. And then he was like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm here. I'm like, what? And so, I'm speedrunning getting dressed, and I kid you not, I literally just, like, slipped my shoes on and ran. It was great. But, I was a little scared I might have had, like, a scorpion in my shoe. I'm very glad I didn't. That's another thing that sucks about living where I live. Scorpions like shoes. there was there was actually a time I was hanging out with some friends, and all of a sudden I heard like one of them. She like screamed, and everyone looked, and I hear like a shoe hitting the ground aggressively, and I'm like, what's going on? And this other dude's like, oh yeah, one of our friends had a scorpion in his shoe. He had his shoes off for, I kid you not, an hour at most. So the scorpion was just like, oh, I'm already in the house. Why don't I just nestle my butt into this shoe? And I was like, well, did you guys use duct tape for it? Because, fun fact about scorpions, they carry their babies on their backs. The females do. So, if you aren't careful, and you kill a female scorpion that has babies, the second you smack it, those babies are gonna go everywhere when they survive the impact. Because scorpions are resilient assholes. They they suck. And I I genuinely remember, like, as a kid going scorpion hunting, and then the people I went scorpion hunting with like the black light flashlights, they found one, and then they immediately were like, "All right, you kids keep hunting," and then he turns on the grill. The man's like, "We're gonna eat scorpion tonight." I was like 8. This freaked me out so bad. And like, how I learned about the duct tape thing was at 3 a.m. one day, I went downstairs to get coffee because I was pulling an all-nighter to do stuff, and I saw just like a scorpion on the floor. I was like, what do I do? So I went upstairs and I woke my dad up, and my dad, I showed him where it is, and he walks over to the cabinet, grabs some duct tape, and like smacks the scorpion with it. And then he walks off, and like I can see it like wiggling under the duct tape. He comes back with his flip-flop, and he just goes like, BAM! And then he hits it a good like couple times more, and then he grabs the duct tape, peels it up, and throws it in the garbage. And he's like, make sure you use duct tape for scorpions, or their babies are gonna go everywhere. And then he went to bed. I was like, huh? So when I told my friends who killed the scorpion with their shoes that, like 4 of them went pale, and everyone started like emptying their shoes, and I was like, I'm glad I kept my shoes on for this. And it's also because of that I like aggressively beat the crap out of my shoes against the wall before I put them on, if they're like in the garage or something or outside. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm not gonna be fighting with a scorpion in my shoes. Like, or a spider in my shoes. Because I actually did find a spider in my shoes, like 2 days ago. Oh, yo, wait. Evangelion, but lo-fi? Heck yeah. We getting in the robot with this one. Sorry, that caught me so off guard. Shinji is a bitch, dude. The amount of times I dropped Evangelion in the middle of watching it just because Shinji was such a little bastard. Like, dude, you have daddy issues, I get it. But come on. Who would win? Daddy issues or otherworldly creatures trying to kill all of humanity? It's just like, what the I actually, I was showing my boyfriend Evangelion, and he actually couldn't finish it because Shinji's such a little whiny brat. Because we're starting it from the beginning. Like, original episode 1 beginning. It's just like, ugh. Ray deserved better. I am okay with, like, taking Shinji and, like, sending him on a rocket to the sun. Wait, I need to find it. One of my favorite images on the internet. Here it is, holding back. Can I find it? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. That was not the one I'm looking for, but I like that one too. Oh, please tell me I can find it. It it's a meme of the Shinji cup thing. Can I find it? no. I'm finding a lot of good ones. I found the Shinji Mugatron, but I didn't find uh it's a picture. It's Shinji holding a Shinji in a Shinji mug, holding a Shinji mug. It might be on my phone in my pictures from like years ago. If I scroll way up, if I find it, I'm gonna favorite it because I can never find it when I want it. Where is it? Where is it? I found Chungyun from Genshin in a McDonald's hat before I found Shinji holding himself as a mug. I found the catching version actually. I'm actually just gonna send it. You know what? Yeah. It. I can't find it. I've got to find it, dude. It is so funny. Maybe if I take this image and like look for similar? No, okay. Phone cringe. I've got to find this picture. It's so funny. Oh. Whamst. Can I find it? Please let me find it. I have an absurd amount of pictures of Sora from Kingdom Hearts on here. My god. What the hell? I have both Magikarp by my photos. Let's go. Sorry, damn. Ew, what is this? Ew. Okay, we're good. Okay, I couldn't find it, but I found the pitching version. Okay, put in pictures. I I hope that worked. Please tell me that worked. Rose. It worked already. Behold! The caching version of one of my favorite images. It's basically this image, but Shinji. It, it's one of my. This is just the Genshin version of my favorite, one of my favorite images. 'Cause I can't find it, but this is basically what it is, but Shinji instead of Genshin. I did also find Shinji Mugatron. I I'm gonna pull up. I'm also gonna add Shinji Mugatron. Did it say if it did? Here's the other one. Here we go. Behold. The two greatest things that come out of Evangelion. But these images are the reasons you should watch At least the first part of Evangelion. You need to at least watch Evangelion New Genesis. Because of these images right here. Alright. Say goodbye to the tea and the table. There's too many images. There we go. I gave the table to Goodwill. I I kind of want to make like a version of this that's like I need like a wide version of one of these. What? Wow. For like my Twitter banner. Let's see. Do I have any other silly cursed memes I could put on the screen? Oh, I could put buff Magikarp. Dude, I was looking for the Shinji images, and kid you not, it's like the folder they would have been in is like 90% Sora from Kingdom Hearts. And it's just like, well, what did I do? What did I do? There we go. I know what I could do. I could show my greatest art piece I've ever made. That's what I'll do. As kaboom. You ain't ready for this one. Hang on. There it is. Image. That. I believe it's in down there. There we go. Here it is. My meme collage. Gorgeous. Hi, welcome to stream. This is me showing cursed memes. This is how we spend our time. But, yeah, no, I was sitting in the Nico Main's Discord server, and someone was like, guys, I cut Toa out of the splash art. Look at this. And they put the, like, transparent PNG of the frog. So I was like, this is perfect. And made the nuclear blast image. I have, like, a whole folder. Maybe I'll do these again at some point soon. Where it's just Toa in front of natural disasters. And I have like 12 of these. And I showed my dad this picture, right? This nuclear blast frog. And him and my brother's godfather both look at it and are like, oh, you should make one with the fire that happened across the street from your house. So they sent me an image of the fire. And so I just have one that's from like right in front of my house. With just Toa cropped in front of it. Because it was like 2016 it happened. There was a fire. There's these apartment buildings in front of my house, like across the major road. And while they're in like the wooden frame stage, some teenagers went over and lit them on fire, and it like exploded, and there was like this community movie night happening in the park with a bunch of like little kids. And so apparently, because I was like 3-4 miles away from this, I got like a phone call from my dad. And my dad's like, hey, 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 did you hear the explosion? And I'm like, no, what's going on? He's like, the apartment complexes they're building across the street just exploded because someone lit them on fire. I was literally spending the night at a friend's house. It was like 2015, 2016. And I was just like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, and apparently all the kids are like screaming and crying, and all the old like white women were just like, God's reckoning is upon us. Dude, I'm so mad I missed it. Oh, my lo-fi stopped. Wow. Oh. No, let's try this one. Yeah, now these are tunes. I should get a capture card. And then I could do, I could stream my first Pokemon Nuzlocke if I do that. That could be something. I have Pokemon Shield. I lost my copy of Pokemon Violet in a move I did, which I'm so mad about. But I have Pokemon Shield without any DLC. Maybe I could do a Pokemon Shield Nuzlocke? Or maybe I could do the silly thing where it, like, captures the DS screen? I couldn't afford the $60 extra game DLC. I want the DLCs. I want the DLCs for Scarlet and Violet too, because they look really cool. But I'm just like, man, I can't afford the game and DLC. But I know it's like an extra game worth of content. Or like an extra 2 games worth of content. But like, I was one of those people that couldn't even afford Pokemon Bank. Does Pokemon Bank still work? I heard they shut down support for the 3DSs. Does Pokemon Bank still work for thus people like me who um couldn't get Pokemon home? Because I've got 8 boxes full of Chikorita I'd like to send to the Switch. I mean, I could do like a shiny only Nuzlocke. That sounds painful. I actually, I actually don't shiny hunt that much because I'm unnaturally unlucky with shiny Pokemon. Like, my very first shiny was a Stunfisk in Pokemon White. Dude, Stunfisk is so fucking ugly. What, hello? Ugly ass trap wannabe looking. Ugh, hate Stunfisk. And I was like, when this happened, when I found the shiny, I didn't care about it that much. I'm like, oh, it's just a weird Pokemon. I don't like it that much, but that's whatever. It's just a Pokemon, right? Fucking pull up the shiny Stunfisk. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is my first shiny? I was so mad, dude. I was fuming. I caught it and I like threw it in a box. I'm like, you're never leaving this box ever. And to this day, I still mauled. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. But I hope Pokemon Bank works. I have a shiny Ditto with perfect IVs that I got for free. Cause I guess. I was doing like random trades. Cause I was like, my thing was like, hey, I've got a bunch of Fion because I've been shiny hunting them. Does anybody want them? And this dude like dead ass gave me a Manaphy and the shiny perfect Ditto. And I'm like, what? And like I used the like checker to make sure it wasn't a hacked Pokemon, and it wasn't. So I'm like, isn't this hard to get? What? Why do I have this now? I also just got like a shiny Mew for like random trades. Dude, Pokemon X and Y, the trading was built different. I don't know what it was. Maybe because it was like the first true like, hey, connect with other people Pokemon game. But the trading was just built different. You could literally throw like a Caterpie in and get a shiny Zapdos. And the GTS was wild. I'd put a Fion in and ask for like Pokemon to finish my Pokedex, and they would just like give them. They would just throw them at you. There were times I would like have these extra legendaries because people would just like play till they caught the legendary and then restart the game. And I just had like this stockpile of Xerneas, and I'd throw them in the GTS for like extra legendaries. And people would just throw like perfect IV legendary Pokemon at it. I'm just like, what? And it was like really similar in like Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun Ultra Moon. Because I did a random trade in Ultra Moon and got a shiny Meloetta. And I was like, what? And dude, I kid you not, that was like my favorite Pokemon ever. Not, I'm gonna Google it. I hope Pokemon Bank still works. Yeah, no, for real. They're just built different. It was wild. Mm, it it's looking like they closed Pokemon Bank in April, but I think you can still move the Pokemon over. I I couldn't keep convincing my dad to pay $5 a month for Pokemon Bank. So, like, every time I'd have $5 and my subscription was over, I'd run over to my dad. I'm like, Dad, please, please, I'm begging you, please, please. My entire Pokemon livelihood for like 4 generations is in this, please. Dude, I was a Pokemon fiend. It was like the only game I was allowed to play. Because my dad was all like, ah, girls can't play shooters and stuff, so he'd throw a DS at me with Pokemon in it. And so I would get like the new Pokemon game at Christmas if my parents had the money for it. And to make it up to my brother, they would buy him like whatever Xbox shooter game pass, whatever he wanted. I was like, are you kidding me? But I mean, it works out. And if I didn't, if there wasn't a new one that year, my parents would try to find like an old copy of one I didn't have. And it got to the point where I have this bag of Pokemon games that I've had since I was like little. I never had a Game Boy because my dad didn't want me to have a Game Boy, but I had a DS. So I have like a bunch of just Pokemon games. And then when X and Y came out, I was like, Dad, I'll do chores until I get it. Can I please have a 3DS? He's like, why not? What's your DS? What's wrong with your DS? I'm like, there's no new games on it. The Pokemon games, they're evolving. And like, it was for my birthday. My dad like handed me this box, and it's like the Nintendo 2DS, and I'm like, what's a 2DS? What the fuck? My dad, instead of buying a 3DS and then getting the game later, just found the 2DS with the game installed on it. So technically, I could have and then later I bought myself Pokemon Y. Yeah, no, dude, I still have it, and it's actually still in like perfect condition, other than like a chip in the back where you can see the battery. It still works. It charges perfectly. It runs perfectly. They're so flat, dude. I actually can't hold a regular DS anymore because it was like I had that 2DS with Pokemon X on it, and dude, did you ever play the little social game they had on there? The little mini games where like it was a plaza, and like as you walked with your DS like on sleep, you'd get like steps, and every person you walked by, it would like interact. I remember like playing that and seeing all the weird ass Mii's, especially when I got to high school and everyone was had like their own weird ones. I saw like 6 Morgan Freemans my first day of high school because I just like I shit you not, I sat in the back and played my DS. And Morgan Freeman, Kirby, Snake, mouth form. It was, dude. I love their little like social games they have on their consoles. I hear no one talk about this anymore, but everyone shits on the Wii U. I loved the Wii U. Like, I get it, it's just a Wii with a touchpad, but here's what the Wii U had that the Wii didn't. It had Nintendo Land. But dude, the flower game in Knee Plaza, dude, I was on the grind. I I almost had it to like 100% completion when the Switch came out. The Switch coming out made me like super sad because I just looked at my 2DS and I'm like, man, now I can't finish the stupid flower game. I was so pissed. Like, Nintendo Land for the Wii U was so completely and utterly just based. I, God, I miss the Wii U just for Nintendo Land. Me and my brother would sit there all day playing Nintendo Land. We would just be like, alright, what game are we completing today? And it was like, we just legitimately would play the games and collect everything and perfect everything. And we would compete to see who would be better. Oh, no, not this theme. Fuck, I'm gonna cry. Oh, my heart. This theme hurts my soul, bro. Oh, my heart. I got so cut off guard. But, dude, me and my brother fighting each other to the death in the Mario tag game. And then my brother realizing he absolutely hates rhythm games and the Octo Dance one. It was our new Wii Sports. Because we used to compete in like Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort because my brother was like, I have to beat you. You beat Matt. I have to beat you. Because if I beat you in Wii Sports, I can beat Matt in Wii Sports. I'm like, you got this, kiddo. We would just fight to the death in Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. And then Nintendo Land happened, and then we fight to the death in Nintendo Land. And now occasionally we fight each other to the death in Destiny. Funny story. Ah, me and my boyfriend managed to rope my brother into playing some Destiny with us. And we were doing like just the silly PvP run around, and I don't really like doing the PvP. So I like sat in a corner, and like if they came near me, I would shoot them with like a sniper rifle. And my brother's just getting his teeth kicked in, and he's like, "Wait a minute, this is just Halo." And then immediately proceeded to beat my boyfriend's ass. It was so funny. Because a boy's got 5,000 hours in Destiny. And here comes this teenager that's like, oh wait, this is just Halo. Dink. it was so fucking stupid. It's like, they haven't released anything like those games for the Switch. I mean, they did a Wii Sports for the Switch, but it's like the Wii's aren't the same. It's not the same when you don't have stupid looking characters. I'd also like use a Wii U with my cousins at Thanksgiving to make Mii's because it has that like facial thing where you can like take a picture of your face. And we my cousins, I had a picture of like, I'm gonna go find this picture because it's really funny. It's a turkey, like a hollowed out turkey with googly eyes on it. I'm gonna go find it. I found it. You ready for another cursed image? Ah, we'll get rid. Wait, I can just do this. Hang on. Where? Where is it? Where is it? Please. Don't tell me it did that to me. Okay, it literally did not save, despite me saying save image. Okay. I'm gonna copy image then. Heck you, Google. I feel so bad for this person. PNG. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works now. Let's see if this works. Hang on. Download it. There they go. Oh my god, it's so tiny. I could like hang this on my wall. Let me just... This image right here. this, we and my cousins, and my brother, we took this turkey image on Thanksgiving, and we put it into the Wii U, like, meme maker. And it came out looking just like my dad. The me literally looked just like my dad. And so, for the rest of the day, we all just, like, called my dad a turkey. Oh yeah, there's another game. Ah, oh, crap, what was it called? Was it Miitopia? That, they need to bring back? Me... Is it Miitopia? It is! I want Miitopia, a good Miitopia game for the Switch. I learned about Miitopia in high school from Nimble, and they were playing this game, they're like, this is the greatest game ever. I can pretend to have my ships be together and go on wacky adventures. And dude, I kid you not, it was the funniest shit. Every day after school, we'd go to their house and we would play Miitopia. Dude, the wild stuff that happens in that game is like, I would get a capture card and play it for that alone. Like, I'd get a capture card from Utopia alone. It was just, dude, it's a 10 out of 10 game. In Utopia, you can literally have, let's use my hero for an example, as I'm gonna get burned at the stake for using it. You could have Midoriya be a pop star idol, and then you could have Bakugo be like a thief, and then you can have them argue over a banana, and then do like a romantic pop star dance like 5 seconds later. it, it was any character, anything. It's, oh my god. And then when they updated it so you can make better like Mii's, oh dude, it was game over. But they need more stupid games like that. Or I want them to make a like I want them to bring back Pokemon Dream Radar for the Switch. Do I know how they do it? No, but they should bring back Pokemon Dream Radar. That game was fire as hell. It was so good. What do you mean? I can just point my DS at someone and shoot at them because there's silly Pokemon on the screen. Like, are you kidding me? That's awesome. I could just shoot this lady I don't like in the face, and then I could be like, oh, sorry, I was playing a game, it needs to use my camera. And it wouldn't be a lie. I remember on like every free day in school, I would pull out the 2DS and play Dream Radar and just pretend to shoot my teacher in the face. It's revenge and it's entertainment. Do, 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 do. I think I'm yapping over the music. Hmm. There we go. I think that's okay. A little lower. There we go. I I wish they would. They probably won't. Maybe with the Switch 2? Cause that's coming out. A little bit. The Switch 2 is coming out soon, I think. So maybe they'll slap a camera on it. I don't know. If they do, uh, I'll get it, and I'll see if I can like get those kind of games. Cause I'd be down. I'd be so down. But in the meantime, I need to learn how to stream PlayStation 2 games. Because speaking of old games and older consoles, I feel so old calling the 3DS old. I feel so old. But I recently managed, not me, but my boyfriend got a PlayStation 2 for free. And I have this binder of really, really old PlayStation 1 and 2 games. I'm talking like originals, disc form. I have this huge binder full of them. And we have an HDMI to PlayStation 2 converter. Once we get controllers, we can play those games. There's like 30 of them in this binder, including a game I've wanted to play for like years that I literally couldn't find anywhere. Uh, the Parasite Eve series. I have 1 and 2, but I've never been able to play them. But now that I have a PS2, I can. YouTube, you okay? Bro, the music's dying. It's not my internet this time. I know that. It's Google. I have an ad blocker, and YouTube and uBlock go back and forth. Google just like they fight each other. I think Google just recently updated around it because sometimes if I have OBS open, YouTube won't load unless I turn the ad blocker off. Especially if I have Twitch open too, which is cringe. But whatever. Whatever, man. Yeah, I can now play stupid, silly old games. It was, and it's literally just because I have them because my dad stole them from his cousin. For real, for real. Yeah, I can play all these old games and people can call me old. I'm not that old. I don't think. Not yet. Oh, maybe I've hit fossil age. Maybe I am a fossil. It keeps like stuttering. I mean, I do have a driver update ready, but I just didn't want to restart my computer. I've been putting it off for like 2 days now. All for the sake of content. Only for YouTube to go teehee. I. Ugh. My laptop has an AMD graphics card in it. I hate it. Like, up until this point, I had only used NVIDIA because that's what I had access to. Like, I got my first gaming computer from a friend. He was like, if you touch an AMD graphics card, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, okay. And then he helped me pick out my first PC. And then I met a boy who had an NVIDIA one, and I used his computer a lot. And then he bought the laptop, and then the laptop had the AMD graphics card. And it's the first and only time I've ever used it, and I hate it. It's so cringe. Like, I normally will check for like an update for it every day because one day